All right, first up, we have some new headphones in the house.
That's right. As you can see right here.
You can see right here.
My Vanna White. There
Yeah. Ooh, this is good. These are the Plantronics Rig 400LX to help us get a handle on all this tech. We have their gaming product manager on the phone.
Please welcome Matthew. Everybody give it up for
Matthew!
Okay.
What's up, man?
Hey guys, how you guys doing today?
I am so well.
Peachy keen.
Yeah. How are you?
Seems like I caught you guys in a good mood.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're in a good mood. This is our favorite part of the show.
I had
of the week.
it is the best part of the week. Even if you have a tough Tuesday, you know, it's always fun to go do the show. I also hammer like 4 energy drinks prior just to be ready. Yeah.
Okay, I want to go back to the last show where you said you don't actually drink energy.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Anyway, Matthew, thank you for stopping by. We're really excited to talk about the headphones here that we have. So thanks for stopping.
Yeah, no, definitely. So am I.
All right, so can you give us a little background on Plantronics?
Yeah, definitely. You know, it's certainly a company that I don't think gets enough recognition for its long history in audio. It's been around since 1961. Little context, it was 2 guys in a garage in Santa Cruz who realized that the headsets that we're wearing from when you're on an airplane, just too large, and they wanted to go ahead and condense it. And so what do? They create this nifty small device that allows the people that are flying airplanes to go ahead and use them. And then that's how the whole communications began. And then after that, they started making militarized headsets. They use them for aircraft carriers. And that technology began to transition into contact centers. And then we started transitioning into stereo products. And then boom, came along gaming. And then funny enough, you guys, of course, came out with Xbox. And shortly what followed after that, of course, was Halo 2, and Microsoft had actually reached out to us to create a Halo 2 headset, and so we used one of our contact center headsets. So it's called a TriStar, and if people want to go ahead and Google it, it was actually a Halo 2 headset that we first developed, funny enough.
Nice.
And that's really where our roots began, and then from then on, we started developing a whole portfolio from there. And we, of course, have this product that you guys are wearing right now, which is called the 400LX, which I'm excited to showcase, right?
Yeah, Malik's looking good.
Extremely lightweight. Yeah, thanks, Scott. More importantly, it comes with this awesome little audio adapter. You probably see it on the package. I know you guys were talking to me earlier about how much you guys use it. Maybe you guys have it on stage. What's nifty about this thing? Yeah, if you're a hardcore gamer like I am and you want to be able to adjust volume, or maybe you get one of those guys that are just on stream screaming at the top of their lungs and you want to go ahead and mute them, you have that chat gain balancer, and it's just a quick little dial. So it makes it really easy rather than, I think, other solutions out there where you got to push the button like 20 times in order to mute them.
Yeah.
And in this case, you just go ahead and slide it off, and you get that troll off your headset. So
Yeah, it's kind of a nice touch, actually.
Lots of trolls around.
Yeah.
Lots of trolls around.
Did you get made fun of a lot, Malik?
Yeah, but I have a fake squeaker voice that I use to annoy people as well. So.
Oh, nice. So you are a troll inherently.
Exactly.
Okay, great.
100%. But I like how you went through the history. It's really interesting to see how far Plantronics has come and like how it originally started as something completely different and transitioned into gaming. It's pretty cool.
I had no idea, man.
Yeah.
And I feel like 50% of companies started with 2 guys in a garage these days.
Yeah,
But
I know, it felt a little cliche saying it, but it definitely is what happened. And
no, it's humble
kind
beginnings.
Of an interesting career. Yeah, no funny.
Yeah, it's really
we
cool.
should start something.
Okay.
What would it be? I don't know. I have no clue.
Napkins. I don't know. It was an impulse decision.
That's gonna be the new thing.
What is it going to be?
2 guys in the studio is going to be the new thing.
2 guys in the studio.
Started with 2 guys in the studio, and the rest is history.
The rest is history. That's right.
Exactly.
So Matthew, there are a bunch of things that go into like a purchasing decision when you're looking for headphones. What are some of the things that differentiate Plantronics and just headphones in general when people are looking to purchase some headsets? Words.
No, certainly. I think when it comes with our headset, we wanted to really whiteboard this and think of it actually at first from sort of a PC perspective. So when you guys think of a PC, you think of modular components. So whenever you guys want to upgrade your hardware, you go ahead and switch one piece out for the other. And the rig is actually designed with that same sort of premise. So if you guys take a look at the headset that you're wearing right now, the modular frame that you're wearing is actually, you can remove the ear cups, you can remove the band, and you can add pieces to it. Not only that, it's extremely flexible and lightweight, and we wanted to hold claim to that. You could really pull it. Like if you want, you could really.
I'm afraid.
Like, bend it.
I'm afraid.
Yeah. No, keep going. Keep going. I tell people all the time, you will not break it. I know. Okay. I know it's cringeworthy.
That's as far as I feel comfortable.
Yeah. No, and I understand that because I think historically most gaming headsets, you won't even go that far, and you already know that you're going to get a crack right down the middle, and bam, you're going to be ordering a new headset. And we wanted this to be, I think what I use, rage-worthy. So when you have gamers out there just screaming at the top of their lungs and they want to throw the headset against the wall without breaking it, that's rigged. That's the kind of quality that we produce. So there's certainly that element. And it just being extremely comfortable, you guys. I mean, gamers nowadays, it's like 8 hours minimum. If you want to be a competitive esports player, you got to play at least 8-10 hours. Yeah. And to know you're going to be wearing the headset for that long is something that we really focus on. You know, I don't know what it is, but certainly other gaming headsets out there are really heavy and bulky. Yeah. And I don't think it adds anything more than just maybe designer appeal. For us, it's really about feature first.
That's cool, man. It's they definitely look sturdy as hell. I will say, I would love to see an advertisement of you guys just cutting footage of people raging at gaming and just chucking these headsets like at walls and stuff.
Yeah, and what I'll say is that also I think the 600 version of this, and that I told you before the show started. These are my headphones. The 600 are my headphones that I use because they, like you mentioned, they're so light. You barely know that they're on your head, and for me, that's the most important thing. So I appreciate that being your one of your top priorities.
Yeah. So these are my go-to, which are the 800s, completely wireless, as you guys could see.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, no, definitely the headset of choice, and the 600 makes sense. They're the kind of headphones I'd certainly wear in public, and they almost disguise themselves as headphones, so that's pretty nice. Discreet.
Can you talk a little bit about Dolby Atmos for like the people that may not know about it? I see that these headphones come with like the activation code, and I think a lot of people don't really know what that is yet.
Yeah, no, definitely. And don't want to beat my chest too much on the Dolby Atmos thing, but it's certainly a privilege that we're able to be exclusive with them. So if you guys known of Dolby in the past, they have done Dolby Stereo, then they came out with Dolby 5.1 and then 7.1, and now they got Dolby Atmos. So really, in a nutshell, the amount of channels increased, and then the content itself was also encoded to support those multi-channels. So think of where we originally started was stereo, left and right, and that's informative. I mean, that's not terrible. There was actually a point in time, which is hard to imagine for the youth like us, that there was only getting a single mono channel, right? And so you have no idea where gunfire was coming. You're playing Duke, and you have no idea who's shooting you in what direction, right? And then as technology has gotten improved, over time, we started adding more channels. So you know, hey, it's front and left, it's back rear, it's front right, and the channels increase. With Dolby Atmos, they took it to the next level. So rather than going to 13.1 or 15.1, they actually put the encoding on the developer, and they said, hey, let's assign a sound to a particular object. So when you encode that game, if you hear a helicopter that's like buzzing over your head, you're tracking it, and it's following its entire way through, where historically you're going from like front left to back rear. So you're seeing this sort of jump. And gamers have somewhat of a idea where the sound is, but it's a hard time to track it. With Dolby Atmos, the way that it's encoded, it's going to feel like it's really there. Like there's an actual helicopter buzzing right over your head. So they've done a great job.
That's awesome. I love Dolby Atmos, man. Like it's a nice touch. I've only gotten to play around with it like once or twice, and it is.
There's a cool demo on the Xbox that once you get that activated, you can test it out, and it is really amazing. There's like one where a baseball is like crashing through a window. It is insane. And then Gears of War 4 is another game that has Dolby Atmos, I believe, and that is an insane experience. Yeah. Because the game is beautiful, but then it's extra immersion with the
audio.
Yeah.
Oh, that's sick.
And when you talk to the pros in Overwatch League when they're playing in console, you'll hear from them as well. It's just a must-have. They got to turn it on. It's one of the first games that had Dolby Atmos. And the other cool thing is exclusive to Plantronics. So it's $15 if you want to just purchase it on the Xbox One, or you buy one of our headsets and we actually give you the code for free.
Nice.
And that's it, again, exclusive to Plantronics.
That's awesome, Anthony. Nice. This has been amazing, man. Like, seriously, a lot more informative and frankly, a lot I didn't even know about the headset. So, like, really appreciate your time, first of all. Like, this has been awesome. Where can we find, what's the best place to find your products?
Yeah, so we're everywhere, every mass retailer. So you can go to Best Buy, GameStop, Walmart has almost all our entire portfolio just featured there. More importantly, you can find us online. So there's plenty of avenues that gamers can go out and reach out. And the other great thing is we got great customer support. We're always constantly, you know, monitoring our Facebook feed. So if any of your guys' viewers out there have some specific questions, we typically do Reddit threads every now and then. So I know there's a lot of people out there. Audio is kind of one of those topics that isn't really disclosed very often. So it's great, like people like you who actually interview people like myself that can kind of educate others into why we do what we do. So they can reach out to us in many different platforms.
That's awesome, man. Thanks again. And they sent us a couple headsets over, so we're definitely going to test them out on our show after this today.
Right after this, Mr. LFG. But Matthew, thank you so much for stopping by.
Awesome.
Really appreciate it. Everyone, give it up for
Let's
Matthew.
give him a hand.
Hey, thanks, I appreciate it, you guys. Thank you. Keep producing good content.
Thanks, man. He must have missed us flub every line in the intro of that, because that can't be.
Our stuff was so bad, but yeah, he is great.